Welcome, my Taurus collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Welcome to your timeless soulmate contract read. I am your reader, Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short, professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998, the Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons. But you, my fellow Earth sign, can call me Mal. A lot of my friends do. I am a Virgo, 4 planets, second house, because I'm Leo rising. I'm very, very happy to be doing these soulmate reads. Now, usually when I do these, I go into a long explanation about what a soulmate contract is, the way I have learned it. So yesterday, I recorded a video, and it's the very first thing in the description box. So if you want to pause this, go watch that, because it is a radical, new definition that I learned from Matt Kahn, the spiritual teacher. His links are in the description box for that video. Soul contracts, twin flames, and soulmates redefined, as well as a whole bunch of mine that I've done on the subject, so that you can kind of get. And it's the video I made yesterday was very inclusive. It's just another way of looking at it, that you can pop in that lens at any time and still watch any other reading on YouTube and interpret it from a 5th dimensional rather than a 3rd and 4th dimensional POV. Pigs are vampires. Thank you, Trixie and Katya. So let's get up in this. We're doing, I think, 19 cards. I love soulmate contract reads. The foundation of any soulmate contract is that you help each other heal, whether you've met each other or not, whether you know each other or not, from birth, right? It's set up, scripted this way before you are chosen to play. Your soul is chosen to play the role in the body that you are currently in. So it's a contract read. We're going to look at you on this side, them, your happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, sexual, satisfying soulmate contract, romantic soulmate contract partner, as well as state of the contract. I do these for clients all the time. And if this resonates for you and you want to go deeper, just tell me which reading it is. We will book the hour reading. I will watch the video. I will lay out the exact same cards, because I'm a Virgo and I will work hard for the money. So hard for it, honey. It's a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Please thumbs up. And I still don't understand why anybody thumbs down on any reader on YouTube, which means A, it's either not your read and you don't like it, or B, it is your read and you don't like what's there. There is a C, which is that you're waiting for someone new to show up and the old one keeps showing up. But that's not the reader's fault. That's just what's in the collective, right? And everything seems retrograde. So be kind, thumbs up, even if it's not your read. It helps other people find it, and it might be their read. All right, let's do this. All the decks that I read are always in the bottom of the description box. We're ending with the new Blessed Bee Oracle. I have my unboxing for that in the description box as well. I love it. So let's get up in this gig. Both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. I will do the same, to get you the clarity, guidance, and grace that I can from my pantheons of the divine through these card systems I have on the table in front of me. And may the odds be ever in your favor. I don't know. Please take a nice deep breath. Downloading. Here we go. We're going to start with the Caroline Mace archetype deck. Please, my collective pantheons of angels, archangels, goddesses, gods, ascended masters, and the higher selves of all involved. Please, I need 3 cards for this Taurus collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign watching this video, receiving this reading in their happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, sexual, satisfying, romantic soulmate contract that they've been working on for lifetime after lifetime, probably with this soul, to get it right, but it's all been scripted and it's all perfect somehow, some way, from the higher dimensions. So can you give us the 8th chakra dynamic first for the Taurus, then for the partner, the soulmate, and for state of the contract, please. So for my Taurus collective, that's their 8th chakra dynamic, their archetype in play. How about for their soulmate contract partner, and state of the contract at the time of this reading, though timeless whenever they watch it. Let's. Now, these are already in the title, so we'll see how brave you are for watching this. All right, we got the Virgin archetype. Now, it's interesting. The Aries reading I just did about an hour ago. The soulmate is the Virgin archetype. Doesn't have to be the same, that doesn't have to be you. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. Your soulmate partner is the nature child. This is the feminine family of archetypes. There are 9 families. This is the child archetype, which is a part of the survival family archetype. Everybody has the child, the victim victor, the saboteur empowerer, and the prostitute. The victim victor is one archetype. The saboteur empowerer is another whole archetype unto itself. But in these cards, she takes the child archetype, because everyone was a child, and brings it into sub-pattern or sub-archetype. So everybody has the child archetype, but not everybody has the nature child. Oh, nature boy! And state of the contract, the Trickster. You can't get more of a wild card family archetype than the Trickster. This has a touch of the action family archetype in it for some reason. We'll see how that plays out. Let me read you what's on the cards, because this is the material that the more you heal it within yourself, the more you are healing it in your soulmate partner, contract partner here, even if you don't know each other. It's called the quantum entanglement of a soulmate contract. So let's look at you. Now, this may flip-flop. You might not resonate with this, with that one. Just take it as it hits you, right? The shadow attribute, fear of intimate union, you know, and if you've been burnt, if you've been hurt, if you've been harmed before, maybe by this person, maybe not, although they're coming in very innocent, we'll see. Of course, you would have a fear of intimate union, particularly after this past year and what, 5 months, 4 months, 5 months we've been through, right? I got my shot in the arm. J&J, just one, please, thank you. The light attribute, this is what you're shooting for. Maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't get your stuff touched. That doesn't necessarily mean that this is non-sexual. It's just saying you're maintaining symbolic purity. I'm under something as of, oh God, when did that happen? Was that, I forget what, it was some full moon, new moon, something. The goddess Persephone came to me, and I found this malachite cabochon. I have it hanging up behind me by her totems there, and I took what's called the virgin vow, or in my case, the Virgo vow. Now, whether I marry or not is not the issue. Whether I partner or not is not the issue, but I will never be owned. Again, the original meaning of virgin, unowned, right? Like unowned land, virgin territory, right? The nature child archetype in its shadow is such a fucking horrid nightmare, right? Tendency to abuse animals, people, and the environment, right? Makes me just want to throw up in my mouth. The light attribute, friendship with animals and communicating with nature spirits. Now, if you know this person, you know who this is. Unless, you know, unless you're part of the rainbow tribe, right? I'm just talking to everything. I mean, I talk to my cats every day. I've got a nice dose of this. And I'm a gardener, so I feel totally at home in the heart of Mother Earth, so to speak. When I'm out, I just watered the gardens, scorching outside, and my grape tomatoes need to be watered. So you can feel that, a very strong connection to the earth, and that's why, honestly, this could just as easily be you if you're the Taurus. A, everybody has the child archetype. B, earth signs, right, tend to be a little bit more connected to nature, sun, moon, rising, or Venus. The Trickster archetype, however, now this is both of you, right? This is the state of the contract, the relationship as it stands of this reading. The shadow attribute, manipulating others through duplicity. So there might be some static on the line here. We're all not being completely open and honest, and if you are the virgin here, with a fear of intimate union and trying to keep your purity to yourself, I do understand that. But here's the light attribute, transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior, which feels more like the wild child here. But I understand, like a nature child and a virgin, it feels like there's some hesitation here and maybe not revealing the whole thing. Now, okay, here we go. This is for somebody. Now, keeping yourself to yourself, right? We could say this is similar to the Hermit card, right? Virgo energy. But that thing of saying, no, I'm keeping to myself is one thing. But manipulating through duplicity, saying one thing, meaning another, that's no bueno. So however that is playing itself out, and no, this would not represent a third party, but it doesn't mean a third party could not be involved in this somewhere. Let's keep going. That's the 8th chakra for you, if This is the Taurus. The 8th chakra for them. The 8th chakra for, I guess you'd say us, right? You and them. So let's get heart, throat, third eye crown, daughters of the moon. What's going on in the personal level of power, the emotional, willpower, spiritual power, and mental power and spiritual power here. What's going on behind the eyes of all of this? Please take a nice deep breath as I call upon my goddesses of earth in the sign of Taurus. Great blessed mother Demeter, the corn mother, the nurturing feeding earth. Please, I need 3 cards: the heart, throat, third eye crown, personal level of power, dynamic in this Taurus collective, sun, moon, rising, Venus sign, happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, sexual, satisfying, soulmate contract. What's going on inside the Virgin there, heart, throat, third eye crown, inside the nature child, heart, throat, third eye crown, and inside, the state of the contract. What's going on here, heart, throat, third eye crown, for both of them, considering there's a lot of throat chakra energy in there if there's manipulating others through duplicity, because that's a choice and a decision. Definitely throat chakra dynamic, but to speak the truth shatters illusions. Not everybody's always ready to do that. Oh, all right. You're gonna like this. Well, for the Virgin, believe it or not, 6 of Cups, you've got heart, third eye crown, the 6 of Cups. So yeah, you may very well be reminiscing about this person. Definitely a strong soul bond here. Obviously, it's a soulmate contract read, but you're also bringing yourself into your own emotional balance. So that's what I got on this before. Like, if you're just, don't lie. There's a way of speaking the truth where you're not manipulating anybody by saying, look, I am, well, when you see what this center card is, you'll see why. It's fine to say, look, I need to take this time to myself. I'm rebuilding. I'm getting in touch with my own purity, which has been trod on by the world. But do know that the true purity of who you are cannot be touched by this world. That is the soul. The soul is the eternal part of you. The divine child of God, Goddess, Zeus, Buddha, Jesus, whoever you want to go with there. They're all one at the end of the day, and the beginning and the middle. So I love that this is emotional balance, but the key word on it is compassion. So this feels like drinking your cups of compassion, giving yourself the time, the space, the emotional balance that you need, and perhaps you will extend that to them. But right now, this is the world behind your eyes, heart, third eye crown. Love that. For them, this is not a person, but it is a court card. The Leo card, this would be the Queen of Wands, Chantico, fixed fire, 5th house dynamic, pleasure. Creativity, good fortune, very solar energy, very feline. But what Chantico is doing here, and she's got a little kid there with her, or her daughter, one would think, I don't know, I try not to gender people on drawings if I can avoid it. She's taking corn cakes, right? She's molded them, and now she's putting them into an oven, fixed fire, fixed heat, in order to transform. The vibe I get off this is that this person actually really feels very good about you, and in terms of their willpower, their throat chakra, like, they want to have fun, and why wouldn't they? It's a nature child archetype. There is an innocence here. So, a virgin and a nature child, if both of your innocence, your souls, say, look, I'm doing the best that I can, because where do you see what's coming with that trickster? Doing the best that I can. I'm trying to be honest, but I'm still finding my truth for myself, my new emotional truth, and the part of the Virgin. And here, in terms of, yes, I want it, but I want to enjoy myself, right? Might be a little immature for you, but the child archetype, regardless of sub-pattern, this is for somebody, if not everybody, regardless of sub-pattern, the archetype of the child is the guardian of safety and innocence, right? Because if a child feels safe, they want to have fun. They see the world through clear eyes. Even if they've watched the same thing hundreds of times, they see it with new eyes. That sort of innocence. But if they don't feel safe, it's not a pretty picture, right? They will hide, they will run. And I don't get that with this, at least inside of themselves in this. Oh my goodness gracious, the Trickster with the Lovers card, all right? Now, there are 2 Lovers cards in this deck. These are 2 women. The other one is a woman and a man. I keep them both in the deck because they represent the same energy of a life-changing decision. This is not a choice that the 2 of you are making. This is a life-changing decision. But you are both doing it individually. That's why I see both women like fusing together as like one soulmate. Not a half and a half, but a unity here. And so it is tricky. Can you both take the risk of transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior? There might be an age difference here between the two of you. Particularly if you're the Taurus on this side with the emotional balance and that virgin energy saying, no, I am not exposing myself to tomfoolery, right? No gooping allowed. No, 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 no. No wigs being torn off, right? No lies, illusions, deceptions, or illusions. Thank you very much. I've had that before. I am not ordering that again, but it is a life-changing decision for both of you. So how do you make the most wise, loving, empowered decision? As I said, this felt very throat chakra, and throat chakra is, it's connected to the season of Letha, summer solstice. It's about justice and mercy. How do you make like just, merciful decisions? Can you surrender your will to the divine? Right, the grace of counsel and the grace of protection, all in my book, Words of Grace from a Professional Witch, $9.99 on Kindle, links down there, USD. So yeah, I mean, this feels lovely. That's why I love soulmate reads. I'm never doing twin flame reads ever again. And if you watched the preface video or any of the videos with the new definitions in there, you'll get why. What a pain in the ass. Never again, the twin flame reads. All right, what does this look like on the outside? Lower 3 chakra dynamic, right? The physical world, the literal world. Please take a nice deep breath. Oh, well, this is interesting. I call upon my gods of earth in the sign of Taurus. Please, I need 3 cards. What's going on in the physical world here from the outside looking in, right? What's going on if we were to stand back horizontally and look at this in the physical world? Root, sacrum, solar plexus, chakra, dynamic, literal level of power, physical power, survival, intuition for this Taurus collective, sun, moon, rising, Venus sign. Watching this video, receiving this reading in this happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, sexual, satisfying soulmate, romantic soulmate contract. What's going on for this virgin? The Virgin archetype in the 8th with the 6 of Cups and the personal level of power. What's going on with this nature child archetype with Leo, Queen of Wands, fixed fire. I can feel that passion, and it's warm and it's yummy like sweet corn cake in there. What's going on? Cornbread, corn cake, please. I'm from New York. I know the difference if I taste them. What do you got? What's going on? Root, sacrum, solar plexus here for the nature child archetype, and for the state of the contract, the trickster in the 8th chakra. They're both sharing that. I think they've both been tricked. I think they've both been dealt some harsh hands, lies, illusions, deceptions, and delusions. And so this isn't just like, hey, do you want to go out for coffee? This is a big life changer here, big quantum crossroads here for them. So what does this look like for both of them? Outside looking in. 1, ooh, 2, 3. Oh, okay. All right. So 2 cups and a major arcana. You got the 9 of cups if you are this Taurus with the Virgo thing. This could be them writing into you with a message of love. It's not a page, it's a knight. Pisces energy, mutable water. So there's definitely an empathic bond between the two of you. You may not be so sure if you pay attention whether what you're feeling when you think about this person is what they're feeling or you're both feeling, and you'll see that in the center lane as well. You got to look at this very differently, feel it differently, going, what if this is them? Like I even said it in the preface video, like there are at least 4 different men that could be king's candidates for me, right? Who's going to step up, right? Because I will not take a page, I will not take a knight. A king or a queen at least, and an emperor is really the one I want, because I got the Empress energy. Like right now, I literally have my yoga mat rolled up behind me. All I need is a wand, which I got plenty of there I could grab, right? Or a cigarette, prayer cigarette. So, this is great. This is definitely a romantic move forward. Remember this, that the 4 knights go at 4 different speeds. There's always here, the Virgo is the slowest moving, but there are 4 speeds to riding a horse. I rode horses when I was a kid. Virgo is walk, when you walk the horse. Pisces is trot, just sort of trots along. Sagittarius is canter, which is the one a lot of people don't know about. and Gemini is gallop. So this is a nice trot. They're not necessarily taking their time, but to me this has always been the night that quests for romance, for emotional reasons. Now, if this is you from the outside looking in, then you're delivering, but I don't know, I feel like it's this nature child coming towards you because you're like, sorry, closed for biz right now. Time release mechanism, we'll see, because honey, they got the Two of Cups. Now the Two of Cups, you're like, oh, it's true love. Well, maybe, but it's a two. Read the myth of Eros and Psyche, what the Suit of Cups is based on in the mythic tarot, because at this point she is tied to a rock, about to become a human sacrifice, a princess sacrifice actually, and he's supposed to kill her, and he doesn't, because he gets pricked by one of his own arrows, the golden arrows rather than the lead ones. I love that alchemical language. Falls madly in love with her. In the Three of Cups, they get married, but she doesn't see his face until the Five of Cups, because he wants her to love him as he is, not as the god of love, because everybody sees him and falls in love. So he's like, don't even look at me. Marries her. She marries him anyway. Sort of an arranged marriage, and Aphrodite doesn't like it. So it's a good myth. And it really is about the path of true love. She has to go into the underworld to get some beauty cream because, you know, rapid wrinkle repair had not been created yet from Persephone. So this is absolutely, they love you. They love you. You must know each other. I can't imagine you not knowing who this person is, unless it is someone from afar that you would never consider was them, but you would know them by that nature child archetype. They just gave me Goat Boy. Do you remember the character from SNL? What was that guy's name? Comment, because I won't remember it till much later. Probably after this video is up and out. Jim something. He's from Long Island. Why can't I remember his name? Whatever. Right, Goat Boy. I've dated tons of Goat Boys in this life. Boy, you smell like patchouli. You know, they use that in the plague to cover the scent of dead bodies. What you trying to hide? Honeys, you got the Trickster with the Lover's card and the Hanged Man. It's on pause, but it's on a necessary pause. This is the divine intervention of saying, okay, go to your neutral corners and see things differently, because there has been lies, illusions, deceptions, and delusions. You've both been manipulated. Some of you might be doing that in other situations that may pertain to this. Maybe you both are, particularly if there is, like I said, a third party. If someone's involved or married with somebody else here that they can't get to you, there might be some sneaky deaky going on. So it is a time of surrender your will to the divine. Again, very throat chakra read. Go read my book, Words of Grace. It's broken down into chakra chapter, going from the root all the way to the 8th chakra, and then a lot of other stuff in there about shadow work. You'll love it. But the Hanged Man is definitely that, a sacrifice. But it's a sacrifice of a point of view. It's a sacrifice of what you thought it was going to be. And it is done willingly, although this is Prometheus. Chained to a rock upside down in Tartarus for bringing mankind fire. Well, don't defy the gods, what can I tell you? His liver gets pecked out once a day and grows back, because that's fun. Talk about indigestion. But what is the sacrifice? It feels like what's being sacrificed here to make this decision is transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior. I could very much get that these two people are from different worlds in some ways. Like one could be conservative, the other liberal. There could be an age difference here, something that society might not necessarily approve of, particularly if someone's married, you know, like that kind of deal. But, you know, a lot of times people marry twin flames. Go watch the video explaining why I say that. Tumultuous, turbulent, transformative relationships, so that they can really heal themselves, learn about themselves, to then pair up with a nice, healthy, helping each other heal soul contract. All right, we are done. We're nowhere near close. We're only 3 decks out of 7 done here. Let's get the Whispers of Love on the table, one for each. The higher selves, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above. And the higher selves have all involved. So if there is anybody else involved here, they are included in this. Please take a nice deep breath. Holographic readings that they are, I call upon the higher selves of all involved for this Taurus collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Watching this video, receiving this reading for this happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, sexual, satisfying, romantic soulmate contract. Timeless whenever they catch it, higher selves of all involved. What is the whisper of love for them for the Taurus, for the partner, for the contract itself here, the piece of information, inspiration, or insight they most need. First, for the Virgin archetype in the 8th, the Taurus with the Virgin archetype with 6 of Cups on the inner, Knight of Cups on the outer. We'll do those face down. For the partner here, the Nature Child, Leo card on the inner, right? Queen of Wands, Mother of Flames. 2 of Cups on the outer. Just feels absolutely innocent and delightful here, what's going on there. And for the state of the soulmate contract, the Trickster in the 8th chakra, the Lovers, massive life-changing decision going on here. And with the Hangman, that someone's going to have to sacrifice something, and it might be caring about what other people think about this. Please, what is their whisper of love, please? And thank you. Thank you. Yes. Yes. And yes. Okay. So, my Taurians, if you have identified as the Virgin archetype in the 8th, that emotional balance, like you're doing your work, you're bringing yourself into emotional balance while this message is coming in. I don't feel like it's coming from you. I think it's coming to you, and the higher selves of all involved are saying you are limitless. Recognize this truth. You can do anything you choose to do, which means even if you're saying, I'm backing away from this to keep my emotional balance and sanity, then that's the right thing to do, right? If this cup comes to you, you have that decision to make, as we see here. But if it is that thing of, I am limitless, and I can do anything I choose to do, I am going to go deliver that cup. I'm at least going to say, hi, how are you? Not like, hi, how are you, but hi. You know what I mean? More of a knight than a page. And pages aren't people to me. They're messages more than messengers. All right, for the Nature Child here, your partner with, right, Nature Child, Queen of Wands, 2 of Cups. Speak the language of love, and you bet they're gonna, right? Loving words have the power to change someone's life, including your own. This person might have a little bit of a poetic singer-song. Like, I can't shake the goat boy energy. I dated so many hippies in my life. It's like, oh, take a shower and groom, please. I was never really a hippie. I was never really a deadhead in the 80s. I just hung out with them because they were cute, and boy, pliable. Bendy. Just what, you know that scene from Animal House with the acoustic guitar in the stairwell? I was John Belushi in that moment. So yeah, they want to speak the language of love in their own higher selves. They're saying, go ahead, tell them. And that's why I feel like this King of Cups is them coming towards you. I mean, it's sort of obvious, but take what resonates, blah, blah, blah. In the state of the contract, we have the Trickster with the Lover, and the Hangman with look at your pattern in relationships. It's so right on. It requires inner strength to recognize that you need to change or modify your behavior, and it does feel like this is an outing of some kind, that there is something that has been hidden, right? Some manipulating others through duplicity, and the sacrifice has to be made, which is sacrificing the lie for the truth, speaking the truth, and you both have to do that, because this is the real deal, guys. This is your soulmate contract partner. Might not be your last one, might not be forever and ever more, right? Depending, right? It's like I've had a small handful of romantic soulmates, but a crap ton of romantic twin flames. So again, the new definition will explain that. But all of those twin flames got me to the place where now, you know, I would gladly entertain someone if it really truly was a soulmate contract. But sometimes you don't find that out until you're in it for a while. Everything has a honeymoon phase, right? So look at your pattern in relationships. It feels like that you two are separated, that you know each other, you're separated. There's some sneaky deaky going on there with that Trickster archetype, but that you're both to look at your patterns in your relationships. It do make sense. The Ascended Masters of Soulmate Contracts. Now we're using that Matt Kahn Healing Mantra deck. I really wish, like, if anybody knows Matt, like, I'm not going to reach out to his people, but if he could do another video or something about the twin flame soulmate thing, because it's a 5th dimensional perspective, but my guides have been showing me the true love contract, which is like way harder. It implodes twin flame and soulmate, but what is that, 6th dimension? I don't care. Breathe. At least not the time of this recording. My Ascended Masters of Soulmate Contract Law. Please, I need 3 cards of the perfect healing mantra for the Taurus Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign watching this video, receiving this reading in this happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, sexual, satisfying Romantic Soulmate contract here. We've got the Taurus here with the Virgin in the 8th chakra, 6 of Cups on the inner, Knight of Cups on the outer. Really feels like it's them going towards them. They are limitless. There's nothing there. You can do anything you choose to do. What's their perfect healing mantra? I'm not going to look. For this, their partner here, the Nature Child in the 8th chakra, Leo, Queen of Mother of Flames, Queen of Wands on the inner, 2 of Cups on the outer. They're so enamored. It's such a strong emotional attraction there, and that they are to speak the language of love. Loving words have the power to change someone's life, including their own. What's the perfect healing mantra for them, please? No, that was 3. Please, yeah, I get it. They're a little indecisive, but they're in love. Makes sense. It's a big jump here. And for the state of the contract, please. The Trickster in the 8th, Lovers, Heart, third eye crown, Hangman, Root, Sacrum, Solar Plexus. They're both to look at their patterns in relationship. It takes inner strength to recognize that they need to change or modify that behavior. It feels like that is on both sides here. So what is the perfect healing mantra for the contract itself? And don't you want to know what it is? This makes total sense. All right, so my Taurus, Virgin in the 8th, 6 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups on the inner, Knight of Cups on the outer. You are limitless with greeting wellness. Balance is the key to a life of infinite miracles. I mean, that's like math that worked out so clearly, right? So maintain your emotional balance by really, right, maintaining, there's that word, maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit. Keep your heart, there it is, right? As this night comes coming towards you, like, don't give up, don't give him your PIN number at all, right? Like, don't give him a key. Take it slow, trot. If he's hot or they're hot, because you are limitless. So balance is the key to a life of infinite miracles, which says you are infinite. But here's the thing. I'm not going to read from the bookie book on this one. I know these enough to get the energy on the cards. That this is saying maintaining your physical body, your emotional body, your mental body, your spiritual body, eating right, drinking water, right? Hydrating, exercise. That's just the physical, but also doing the emotional work. Just keep doing what you're doing. The more you bring yourself into balance, the more you're helping to balance not just them, the whole contract. And honestly, this is in one of the videos I have in the description box about planetary healing or activation and all this stuff. Every time soulmates come together at a higher level, did you ever watch Once Upon a Time? Right? The Kiss of True Love, rainbow wave. It's like that. It's not always see it, but that's a good Disney version of the Kiss of True Love. Now, whether this is a True Love contract or not, I don't know. Go watch your True Love reads, Timeless True Love reads. Those are in the back catalog. Those are timeless as well. Because what they've got over here, Nature Child, right? Leo on the inside, 2 of Cups on the outside. Speak the language of love, activating the third eye. I am willing to see beyond my beliefs, ideas, and conclusions. I just get the feeling that this Nature Child is, and this was very similar to the Aries thing, that there may be family concerns here, tribal concerns, what other people might think, though they are a wild child at the same time. But if they are like they might have already said, well, this isn't going to work, or I'm not ready for this, or whatever. But are they willing, if they could work this much, I'm willing to see beyond my beliefs, ideas, and conclusions in order to activate the third eye. Because the third eye, let's not talk fluoride, but it can get calcified, blah, blah, blah. But it gets calcified by what? Lies, illusions, deceptions, and delusions if we've been manipulated or are being manipulative, which is why I don't lie. It's too much to fucking remember, thank you. I would rather speak the truth. But what's going to heal the contract itself right now? Allowing appreciation. The value of my life increases every time I appreciate everything in it. So both of you are to transcend the stuffiness of whatever that negative miasma is about, well, you better not, because what will they think? And, you know, and if somebody's married and all of that, you're going to have to put it on pause for right now while you really make the wisest, most loving decisions you can, really looking at your pattern in relationships and allowing yourself to appreciate them. Now, it says everything in it, but I'm going to say for not just the relationship that's here on the table, but for other past ones that did not go well in the sense of you didn't get what you wanted, right? So that you can start saying, well, I'm willing, I'm allowing myself to even contemplate, appreciating that I did learn something from that, both sides. And it might be that if there is a third-party situation, hate those words, but there you have it, that this is all set up. This is to really help bring the two of you together in a healthy way, because a virgin archetype is most likely not going to settle for that kind of shenanigans, right? Of being the other man or the other woman or the other person, I suppose I should say. All right. 4 more cards down. Let me put that con back on his piece of selenite, because I'm sure he looks at, well, the cards at least. The Lover's Oracle. This Tony Carmine Salerno. I should check, I'm pretty sure. Oh, here it is. Hold on. This Tony Carmine Salerno. Does it say it on the thing? Lover's Oracle. Tony Carmine Salerno. Yeah. I love Blue Angel Publishing. And these are really simple, but these are consecrated to my pantheons of love. So that means guides, masters, teachers, gods, goddesses, saints, angels, totems, healers, ancestors, and higher selves of lovers, right? Please take a nice deep breath. As I just called you home, please, my pantheons of lovers, please, 3 cards. What is the oracle message you got for this Taurus collective sun, moon, rising, Venus sign, happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, sexual, satisfying, romantic soulmate contract? At the time of this recording and forever and whenever they are watching it, what do you got for the virgin? I'll put them words side down so I don't see them. For the nature child here, no, that would be 2, just 1. Just leave it in my hands, please. That one, yep. And whoop. Okay. And for the state of the contract, really, with that allowing appreciation, you really clarify that for them. That would be great. Okay, yes. All right. The virgin here, give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Give thanks for it, right? Don't have to act on it immediately. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires, which is why you have to stay in balance, right? This is a nature child coming in. Like, they could bring you an acorn, and you'd be like, how nice, right? And it's like, oh, that's very kind of you. Remember the keyword compassion here. I don't usually read keywords on cards, but this feels that, right? They are doing the best that they can, and what might very well be a tricky situation, but there's no question, 2 of Cups, they love you, or at least they are in love with you. So let them come in. You're limitless. You can handle this, but, give thanks for the blessings that come, like just that they're coming. You can say, oh, thank you for this gift. Let's see what happens next. That's staying emotionally balanced instead of what? Worrying, anticipating, and regretting, right? Excellent. Love it, love it, love it. What do they got? Ooh, touchy stuff card. Healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. And speaking the language of love there with activating the third eye, yeah, it says imagine yourself. I love my work. For the contract itself, a message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light, which is truth. I love you. You're both thinking about each other. But I feel like the sacrifice that's being made is a righteous one. It's like, no, and it feels like it's the virgin who's saying, I'm not doing this unless you're single. Or I'm not doing this unless this is honorable. I want something pure. I've had enough false love. I'd like to experience some true love. I've had enough twin flames scorch my chakras. I want a soulmate partner. I want someone that I can help heal, who will help me heal, and we will heal each other even when we're unaware of it. But you're thinking of each other. Oh, well, this very moment, you're thinking of them. Obviously, you're doing the reading, but this is for both of you here. So what needs to be sacrificed there? Only you can know that. If you feel like commenting, please do, because these are soap opera. This is definitely one of them. They're like, Steve's Love Tarot says. I love him. I just wonder what he looks like. Just hands. That's why no one can rip off my shit, because you see my face. No one can recreate this. Not even John Travolta and oh god, his name went away, and Nicolas Cage. They're remaking that. I don't know that I want to see that. I didn't really want to see the first one. Last card down. This is great. This is a real, I love soulmate reads. This is why never again the twin flame reads. I need to make more room though. I'm going to put you there. Because I want to read these mantras in tandem, right? All three of them together as part of the blessing. I'm sure I will remember to do that. All right, blessed be. I love this deck. I do need to read it from the bookie book though. The mystical Celtic blessing cards to enrich and empower. Yeah, I did an unboxing for this one. I read one of the cards from the bookie book. Lucy Cavendish, because she's got a great name. It's said that way. Please take a nice deep breath. As I call upon my collective pantheons of gods and goddesses of all races, nations, you know, starseeds, whoever, whatever, please, just one card, just to give your blessing. What is the blessing you would place and are placing upon this Taurus collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, sexual, satisfying soulmate contract between what we believe to be the Taurus with the Virgin archetype and this partner with the Nature archetype in this stage of the contract, this clause of the contract called the Trickster. Your blessing upon them, please, is a blessing for solace and hope. This, I don't know which reading this came up in. I use these for the full to new moon reads. I love this deck because the first part explains the card, the second part actually imparts the blessing, and since I have them handy, my cords. We're going to bring forth a blessing. Let's bring forth a blessing. Card number 41. Whoopsie doopsie. Okay. A blessing for solace and hope. I need the magnifying glass for Blue Angel Publishing's microscopic italic font. Here we go. Breathe. Please say these words through me, my gods. And we begin. Card number 41, a blessing for solace and hope. This is a blessing for solace. The comfort that comes in the form of good fortune, creativity and good fortune. Strange little moments that bring you back to the sense that the universe is a place where you are cared for, considered, and important, and that this solace brings you hope for the future and anticipation of the fair things that life will continue to bring you. I'll read the blessing, but this is really pertinent to this. It's like, take solace. This is going to take some time. There is healing here. Both of you are important. This contract is important to the fulfillment of the divine plan, as all of them are. Solace is the balm. You brought the baby a balm. Solace is the balm and the antidote to the wounds that life can deliver. So very soulmatey. It is not personal, for being here is a great gift. We live in times where in many ways we are safer than we have ever been before. That is true. But we are fed a diet of hopelessness from our cultures and media sources until we become overwhelmed with the troubles that seem to surround us. And that's what I feel like is going on here on this side, right? That there needs to be manipulation because there's something social going on here, right? That the child might not want to have exposed here, and you're not willing to play along until it is. This blessing is for you to find your way back to sweetness. For the flower in bud to release its sweetness, for you to notice the shimmer of light upon the water, the sheer pleasure of movement, the ease of mind, no longer racing over problems to be solved, but soft, intelligent, allowing the calm of life to steal back into your soul. This is the solace that keeps our hopes alive, the gift of good fortune that reawakens the candle of optimism that is within us, and the delight in the sheer whimsy of being here and being alive. It is the understanding that there may be little control, you may whistle Dixie, but we are no more pawns in this life. We have our place in the world. And simply with our breathing in and out, we matter. And we are doing enough. To find solace is to find peaceful moments, small connections, to notice the 1,000 gifts life has conferred upon us. Allowing appreciation. And it is to again invoke the divinity of existence without the fear of future. Let hope give you lightness, draw away the pain, and open you up again to the possibilities until you begin once again to relish in the simple, voluptuous truth of being alive. Blessed be. Yeah. Take solace. This is a real thing. This is a soulmate contract. You are helping each other heal. Not a breath has been wasted. Not a choice has been made wrong. No foot was placed in the wrong spot. The choreography perfect for this, regardless of external situations. This is all about helping each other heal. So let me put it together for you in a lovely little blessing. Please take a nice deep breath. Yeah, 2 for 1. Breathe. My pantheons of the divine, may the Taurus collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading, be blessed with all that they need in this soulmate contract, that they may maintain the symbolic purity of heart and spirit with a nature child who has friendships with animals and communicates with nature spirits from their innocence in the state of the contract where they can transcend convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior by their own choice and sacrifice of those consequences to the will of the divine, while the Taurus maintains emotional balance with this Knight of Cups nature child coming towards them, finding out and discovering that they are limitless and they can do anything that they need to do while they greet wellness, bringing themselves into that balance, because it's the key to a life of infinite miracles, giving thanks for the blessing of soon to come their way, knowing that they deserve to be and have all that their heart truly desires, which is probably to be with this person in an ethical context. And so this nature child can really connect with that creativity and good fortune, that solace and hope building within them, because they are so two of cups in love, attracted, drawn to the Taurus here, that they may speak the language of light, activating their third eye, being willing to see beyond their beliefs, ideas, and conclusions, and imagining all of this healing, them and their beloved surrounded by light, feeling their relationship being healed at this very moment, as they both make this life-changing decisions, making the necessary sacrifices, and how they see this, particularly on this side, or what others might think, or how they see this, the conclusions that they have drawn there, as they look at their pattern in relationships, looking at the people around them, looking at their past, at their childhood, at what is really being healed within the whole thing here, while they allow appreciation with that gratitude, with getting the blessing of solace, because the value of this contract increases every time they appreciate everything in it, because there is this very strong message of love for them. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light, and I love you, so that they can really allow this blessing to come in, working all together. The mantra for this whole thing, the mantra of greeting wellness, allowing appreciation, and activating the third eye. Balance is a key to a life of infinite miracles. The value of my life increases every time I appreciate everything in it, and I am willing to see beyond my beliefs, ideas, and conclusions. And as they do, little by little, step by step, breath by breath, one of them heals and the other one heals, and they're both healing each other whether they know it or not, and they are brought together under grace and in perfect ways, blessing each other, blessing everyone in their lives, even the ones who don't like it, and most of all through the unity consciousness of all of this, blessing all of life on planet Earth and beyond for the well-being of all. So mote it be. And so it is. Really nice read. Go. Do 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 do. I'm doing it this time. I don't do it every single single, but I love that music. Whoa. So yeah, a virgin and a nature child and a trickster contract is what this puppy will be named. And like I said, if you want to go deeper into this, just reach out to me. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I do readings all the time with people around the world on Facebook video call. I can do Zoom because it's recordable, but the quality isn't as great. We can always work it out. Deets in the description box for all that. A lot of throat chakra stuff came up here. Definitely, if you feel it, you can even review my book, Words of Grace, for free on Kindle there. And you don't need Kindle, you just need the free Kindle app. I didn't know that until the book came out. Maybe that's new, I don't know. So really, my honor and my pleasure, honestly. It's such a pleasurable read. Just watch out for that sneaky deaky. Nobody needs that in their life, unless it was really for, like, preserving this until the right time. But even then, let the truth be spoke. Break chains of illusion and set all things to right. Reveal what has been hidden and bring the truth to light for the well-being of all. And with harm to none as I will it, so let it be done. Thank you so much for watching. A true honor, pleasure, and privilege reading this particular soulmate contract. My beloved bulls, hail. Farewell. Blessed, blessed be.